night, Mr. Diaz.
What's up, everybody? This is Jesus Quesadilla, and welcome back to Let's Play Majora's Mask. To start off this episode, I thought I would show off one of the new features we have with the Ocarina that I didn't get to do in the last episode. So, in the last episode, we learned the Song of Time. Well, there were variations to the Song of Time that, if you play, have different effects on the game. You can either play the song backwards, or you can play the song in doubles. And so you basically double up on the notes when you're playing on the Ocarina, and those have various effects on the gameplay, which I'll now show. So this is the standard Song of Time. You play it, and it takes you back to the dawn of the first day, yada yada. However, we do not want to do that. I did that at the start of this video. We don't need to do it again, so no. Then you can also play the song backwards, and this is actually very helpful, considering we only have 72 hours to complete the game on any one particular cycle. You can slow the flow of time if you play the song backwards. And so what that does, it makes it so that time goes by a little bit more slowly. You can see that the sun at the bottom of the screen was moving a little slower. This is the third and final way to play the song. If you double it up, you get the Song of Double Time, and that lets you skip ahead a 12-hour period. And we don't want to do that, though. So now, we're going to go ahead and start off this episode by going to get some heart pieces. So, I'll see you there. Alright, we're here in North Glocktown, and up there in the tree, you can see the first heart piece we're going to be getting. Actually, the second heart piece, because if you recall, in a previous episode, we got one heart piece when we went up to the clock tower to defeat the Skull Kid. But this is the second piece we can get here early on in the game. You just climb up these little wooden platforms and jump over here, and then it's just a straight jump to this last platform, and finally to the tree where we get our second heart piece of the game. You got a piece of heart! You've collected 2 pieces so far. Collect 2 more to extend your life energy. Alright, so that's the first heart piece we're getting in this episode. We're going to get a few more, so I'll see you guys at the next heart piece location. Okay, moving along real quickly here, we are in West Glocktown, and we're in front of these 2 buildings right here. You come over to this one with the blue signs in front of it, and this is where we'll be getting our next heart piece. So, it's the Swordsman's School. This training center has friendly, polite, 24-hour one-on-one training that will noticeably improve your sword skills. From now until the end of the carnival, join at a special discount. So, will you try it? We're going to go ahead and pay for the Expert Course. The Expert Course is a practice session. Cut down the 10 logs using the highly difficult techniques. If you score a perfect 30 points, you shall be taught all the secrets. Have you prepared? Alright, so we need to get 30 points total. The secret to this little mini-game here is to use jump slashes to break all the logs that pop up. It's the only way to get all 30 points. So you just Z-target, and instead of pressing B, like you normally would, you run towards the enemy and press A. And that does a jump slash. So we're just going to keep doing that as these logs pop up. Try and do it quickly. If you take too long, they do disappear. And I think these are the last 2. And this one right here. Alright, and we have all 30 points. Impressive. I must give you something. Here. You got a piece of heart. You've collected 3 pieces so far. Collect 1 more to extend your life energy. Alright, guys. So, that is the second piece we've gotten in this episode. Besides heart pieces, we're actually going to be getting a few items as well. So I'm going to break from the heart pieces and show you where to get a very important item here early on in the game. I'll see you in a second. Alright, back here, still at West Glocktown. We're going to run on down this path here, and you'll see this dude, who, if you've played Ocarina of Time, should look very familiar. Hey there, little guy, deposit some rupees. Even if people don't have money, they don't deposit nothing. So for a limited time, I'll give you a special gift based on how much you deposit. For example, if you deposit 200 rupees, you'll get an item that holds a lot of rupees. So what'll it be? Let's deposit something. How much rupees? Well, I only have 11. Are you really depositing 11 rupees? Seriously, that's a lot! So, little guy, what's your name? Jesus, is it? Yes, I'm Jesus. Got it. I won't forget your deposits. Let me stamp you with my special ink. Alright, so this is kind of the banking system in the game. If you notice, when you go back in time, you lose all of your items in rupees. Or, you lose all your disposable items, so things like Deku Nuts and bombs and stuff like that. This makes it so that you can store your rupees safely. But, like he said, when we get 200 rupees saved up total, we'll get a very special item. I'm going to show you guys where to get 200 rupees very quickly, and so I'll just take you there. Alright, so at about 2:30 on the first day of the game, you'll see this guy leaving this building here in East Clocktown. When he leaves the building, you have a very small window of time where you're able to actually go in here and obtain 100 rupees. So we're going to go ahead and do that. If you come here, it's the Stock Pod Inn. You come and talk to the innkeeper here. She'll ask if you have a reservation, and you just say yes. It's that easy. Mr. Jesus, is it? One moment, please. Mr. Jesus, I have you down for an afternoon arrival. Your room is in our knife chamber on the 2nd floor. Here is your key. And so we got the room key. You're not sure why, but apparently you have a reservation. Yeah, that is a little odd. So somebody else named Jesus probably reserved that, and we just took his reservation. And when we come up here, let's see if I can remember which room it is. Employees only. Nope, not that one. Is it this one? Yes, I think it's this one. Alright, so you come in here with the room key. Now we can get in here with that. And there's this chest. And when you open it, you get a silver rupee! It's worth 100 rupees, so you're pretty happy. Alright, so that's our first rupee location. I'm going to go deposit these at the bank, and I'll show you where to find the next 100 rupees. So I'll rejoin you guys once I've done that. Okay, once again, here in East Clocktown, right next to the Bomber's Hideout, this is where we'll be getting our next 100 rupees so that we can deposit 200 total. Normally, you need a special item to do this, but there's a trick to do it. As you come to this ledge, roll. Just like that. Press the A button to roll, and you'll actually jump far enough to clear the gap. You just skip across here along the side, climb up here, and jump down here. And you'll find a chest. And inside this chest is yet another silver rupee. So, once again, we have another 100 rupees. We're going to go deposit that at the bank and claim our special reward. I will see you guys there momentarily. What is this? You need something? Deposit rupees. Excuse me, but let me take a look at you. Ah yes, Jesus. If I remember you, you're the little guy who deposited 110 rupees. Are you gonna make a deposit? How much, how much? 99. Or just 90, I guess is all we need. Seriously, that's a lot! Alright, little guy, now I've got a total of 200 rupees from you. What's this? You've already saved up 200 rupees? Well, little guy, here's your special gift, so take it! And we got the adult wallet! This is for adults, so it holds a lot of rupees. Now you can carry up to 200 of them. This is very, very, very helpful, because there are a lot of items in the game that you can't buy without having the adult's wallet, because they cost more than the 99 rupees you start out being able to hold. So by being able to hold 200 rupees, that opens up a lot of possibilities for us. But now that we've gone ahead and done that, I'm going to take some of the rupees out so I can take you to the next item we're going to be getting, because we need to pay for it. So I'll join you guys at the next item location. And actually that camera cut was not necessary in the slightest, because it's right across from where the bank was. There's going to be this store with a sign next to it that looks kind of like a bomb. So I wonder what we're going to be getting here. Alright, again, this is right across the, right across from the bank in West Clocktown, so come here with 50 rupees, and we are going to buy the bomb bag. This will enable us to use bombs in the game, which are a very useful item, completely necessary for completing the game as well, so it's good that we get this early. With the special offer, the bomb bag comes with 20 bombs. How lucky. You'll notice the other thing there is a bomb chew, that kind of mouse-looking thing, but we're not going to get that. They aren't required as far as I know, so if you want to get them, that's fine, but I'm going to pass for now. Anyway, on to the next location that we're going to be visiting. Guys, we have to be very quiet. It's almost midnight. And I hope you recognize this guy. I'm not doing anything suspicious, really! Well, he is doing something suspicious, believe it or not, because if you come here on the first day of the game, in the 3-day cycle, and if you come here at about midnight in North Clocktown, you will discover that he's actually here waiting for somebody to show up. So we're at midnight right about now. I'm still not doing anything suspicious, really! Yeah, we'll see. Alright, so if you just come out here to the pathway, you see this little old lady walking by with a bag. And she actually works at the bomb shop. And he is going to attempt right now to rob this poor little old lady. And it's our job here to stop him. And if we're able to stop him...
Ouch! Watch out! Stop, thief! Give the old lady her luggage back!
Alright. So just target him and hit him once with your sword, and that's all it does to take care of him. That's all it takes. And he's just going to scurry on off now. And like I was saying before, what this does is, by preventing him from stealing that bag, the old lady is now able to offer bombs, a bigger bomb bag at her shop. So it's an upgrade to the bomb bag we've already purchased.
Yes, I must thank you. It's a dangerous mask, but maybe you could use it to throw your own festival fireworks show.
And so, on top of the bomb bag now becoming available, we now have the blast mask, which you can equip and use kind of like a bomb. Keep in mind that when you use the blast mask, it does actually damage you a little bit, so it's not that useful unless you're completely out of bombs. But now that we've taken care of that, we now have the blast mask, and we now have the ability to buy a bomb bag upgrade. So that'll take care of this part. On to the next thing. Alright guys, we're back here a little bit after midnight, and we're back at the Stockpot Inn. I went ahead and off-screen I acquired the land title deed again from the Deku Scrub. You have to acquire it every time you reset the 3-day cycle with the Song of Time. Went ahead and took care of that. And, aw, this poor guy, he's actually the one we sold the reservation from. So, his name is also Jesus. And unfortunately, because we took his reservation, he is forced to sleep outside in the cold. Sad, sad story. But, well worth it, so we could get our 100 rupees. Anyway, with the land title deed, you come into the Stockpot Inn after midnight, and oh god, there's a hand in the toilet! Paper, please! Oh god. Please, okay, so we gotta give him his land title deed.
Yeah!
Okay, apparently little John fell in the toilet. And so, because we saved him by giving him a piece of paper, he's going to reward us with another piece of heart! And that is our 4th piece of heart total so far this playthrough, and that'll give us a new heart container. So you can see up in the top of the screen, we now have 4 heart containers instead of only 3. Very, very nifty. And he disappears. Anyway, that's almost everything I think we've taken care of all the pieces of heart for this episode, so we're just going to get one last item before we head off. Okay, you guys might remember that when we last saved the Great Fairy in a previous episode, she said that if we were ever returned to our human form, she would give us another item. So when we were a Deku Link, we received a magic bar so we could use magic. And now that we're a human, we're going to see what we get instead. So you just go and find... She's shattered again once you go back in time to the first day, so you have to find her piece again and everything. Go through that whole process again. If you don't remember where she's located in the pool area during the daytime, over near South Clocktown. And then during nighttime, the missing fairy piece is located in East Clocktown. So just find it, and then she's going to grant us a new item here. Alright, so she's basically telling us that, like her, there are other great fairies who have been split apart because of the Skull Kid.